I think the first time I remember I saw Caitlin Canty was probably, I don't know, 2011, 2012. She came and played at the Ripton Community Coffee House with Dietrich Strauss. It was a wonderful show. And then we had her back at the coffee house in 2019, and it was so sold out. If people were there, they'll remember, oh, I was at that show, and it was wonderful. And she's just doing great things and writing and creating beautiful music. And we're so happy to have her here. I would like to welcome her to the stage right now.
I'm easily startled. It is almost Halloween. People are always jumping out at you. Did you see that? And she was holding the curtain for me, but I didn't realize she was coming around the corner. It's always good to walk on stage with confidence, right? Ready? Oh. Burning heat from the kitchen, nodding fan could never lift. My hair curled like heat waves off the hood of that truck. We'd find a dirt road, leave a cloud of our dust, and we would haul far as we could, way back in the mountains. Cherry wood, hotter than hell, your heart in my hand, the thunder of blood drumming through the land, my body, the land. Kicking apples at our feet, more fruit bruised and heavy than a man could ever eat. And the bees buzzed around us in the dizzy hum of summer. They were hunting through lines of trees for one lost lover. I can't recall where we stood, way back in the mountains, black cherry wood, hotter than hell, your heart in my hand, the thunder of blood drumming through the land, my body, the land. Years flash by faster than you think they will. The sweat on your neck, I can taste it still. When the thunder echoes off those distant hills, where we stood, way back in the mountains, black cherry wood, hotter than hell, your heart in my hand, the thunder of blood drumming through the land, my body, the land. playing you 2 sets tonight, which has caused me to do basically a crossword puzzle with my set list this evening. Yeah, all right, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Finally slept straight on through the night. Feels so good to finally feel alright. Been telling all my friends I'm over you. Finally feels this morning like it's true. I was saying I was fine, now I mean it. Looking for tomorrow, now I see it. Sunlight through the shades was dusty gray. Never thought I would see the day. Never thought I would see the day I let myself give so much away. I never thought I would see the day. I'd walk all over town like a ghost, on all the joints we love the most. Always chose a stool that faced the door, just hoping I might see you once more. Never thought I would see the day I let myself give so much away. I never thought I would see the day. Back home to sleep with open, empty arms. It's trying not to do any harm. Hearing what the night has to say. Never thought I would see the day. Now baby's crying wakes me in the night. He's crawling down the halls in morning light. They all told me love could feel this way. Never thought I would see the day. Vermonters right there. You have a pair of Vermonters playing for you tonight. There's a few things that make this a very special night for us. First, it wins best drive possible to the gig on this tour. We went over Lincoln Gap. It was frightening and beautiful. Are we still going up? And it is my record release tour for a record called Quiet Flame. Thank you. That I've been sitting on for a long time. And we're going to play you almost, or maybe all the songs from that record tonight. I've been sitting on it for, I guess, 4 to 5 years. So it feels like a real release to release this record. Let me tell you. You're all being very proper. It does feel a little bit churchy in here in a very beautiful way. But please don't hesitate to heckle or use the facilities when you need to, or enjoy yourselves.
It's still early.
It's still early. You can heckle while I'm tuning. Everyone can heckle, especially if a banjo is tuning. That's just, you might get your chance tonight. Sundown burns out a long day, played it by the book, it won't swing your way. Wonder when it's gonna get to the good part. Rolled your pennies, paid your dues, put your hard-earned trust in fools. Night falls hard and heavy on an empty heart. Let it roll, let it ride, let your sweetheart open wide. They'll pull the moon out of the sky, down the river and drink it dry. You're down to one headlight, running headlong into the long night. Hear it coming loud and clear. Hold it high for many years, till the bad hand trades your broken glass for your guitar. Now you catalog your sweat and tears. Got you there, won't get you here. Miles are hard and heavy in an empty car. Let it roll, let it ride, let your sweetheart open wide. They'll pull the moon out of the sky, down the river and drink it dry. You're down to one headlight, running headlong into the long night. Ride the river roads, the blue highways, heartlands, arteries and veins, to the darkest night, pulsing with every star. Watch her light a quiet flame. She poured it out when no one came. Words fall hard and heavy in an empty bar. Let it roll, let it ride, let your sweetheart open wide. They'll pull the moon out of the sky, you for buying tickets and coming out on a rainy night. Can't sing that line about the empty bar in here. Feels good. I started this song in an empty room, though, in England, in a green room that was basically a church to myself. I was on tour opening for Darlingside, and I just remember starting the song when I had an ocean between me and my sadness, and I set it down for a long time until I had an actual taste of real sadness. Oh, no, it's great. You get a song out of it. It's all good. Back off. He's got a bass and he knows how to use it. I thought we talked about no heckling. The man over there said no heckling. You are unruly. Go back to church mice. That was great. I worked my fingers to the bone, fingers to bone, skin to stone, trying to please you alone. I shoveled and cursed, I shoveled black earth, the sweat and the dirt only deepen my for you alone. Salt water. Tobacco guitar, nicotine dark, tobacco guitar, red wine cigar, only cotton between, white sails, white sheets, no cotton between, two bodies come clean for the soul. Salt water. I saw a heavy night fall, every star fall. I heard them all in a cry and a call. Waiting moon down to a sliver. She dances alone, a candle flickers on the salt water. Salt water. What good is water you can't drink? What good is love you can't hold? Steer all you What can words say? Some letters don't burn, some lessons don't learn. Oceans of ink have already been spilled on this kind of love, on this kind of thrill. Another reason this is a special night, you have two born and raised Vermonters who currently live in Vermont, playing in Vermont. Yeah. We played Portsmouth last night, and we played Boston the night before, and anytime I mentioned Vermont, there'd be like one or two people, they'd be like, yeah! And tonight it feels very healthy to hear the applause. Like, where are you from? Plymouth. I'm like, Massachusetts? We're in Massachusetts. They're like, no, Vermont. Anyway, there's been lots of heckling, actually. Gone off the rails. Blue sky, moon on the rise, stubborn light in a fading sky. Easy winds blowing, caked in clay at the waterline, dusty branches hanging high, riverbanks glowing. Standing still in the river wide, heavy current rushing by. Don't follow where it's going. Between two lines, in the middle of the road, can't pass me by. In the middle of the road, gonna take my time. In the middle of the road. Rocking my tires, keeping time with a strobing light between the pines. My heartbeat finds the rhythm. A breakneck boy goes speeding by in a hell-bent race to some finish line. I ain't going with him. Between two lines, in the middle of the road, can't pass me by. In the middle of the road, gonna take my time. In the middle of the road. recognize that voice. That's the trouble with playing in Vermont. I am related to much of the audience. Could have been my Aunt Mary. Don't know. It's too dark in here for me to see. Oh, it's not too dark. It's just the, headlight. I wrote this song with Maya DeVitri, and we wrote it inspired by Sharon Jones. But really, we were writing, I think, from our own experience too, as people who had waited tables and waited a long time before we got to do this, But it was inspired by Sharon Jones and her fiery spirit. What are the odds of getting even? What does it cost for dreaming and carried a cross of believing, asking God for a reason? I counted the days I waited, shuffling cards, cleaning tables. You got a heart, you gotta play it. You only feel it when it's racing. Come the morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds of getting even. There's this field, I gotta find it, with a horse running wild. Every night I run beside it. Someday I'm gonna ride it out in the air, out in the moonlight, till you're a flash in the back of my mind. Placing your bets, watching the mud fly, rolling your dice back on the sideline. Come morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds of getting even. You can hold it without showing, but the cracks keep on growing. And I hear they don't let no one bring a grudge where I'm going. I don't have time for crying. I might be falling and flying. I might be water or lightning when I watch that gold sun rising. Come morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds of getting even. Can't you feel the ground turning? Can't you feel the hours burning? Oh, the odds of getting even will no longer be my burden. Will no longer be my burden. I mentioned a woman, Maya DeVitri, who I wrote that last song with. I love her music, and I love writing with her. We've written a bunch of songs together, and I think Beth mentioned the first time she ever saw me. I bet she saw Maya that first time, too, at whatever music conference we were at. She was in the Stray Birds, and she was starting out as a young kid who quit Berkeley to go in a band and tour the world, and I was starting out as someone who worked in an office for 5 years, but was finally taking the leap into this land. So anyway, we've been writing for a long time, but I've never covered one of her songs somehow. And so I asked Will if he would do this one with me. This is a Maya DeVitri song. Oh, and if you have a little video camera, you don't want to disturb your neighbor, but I haven't been able to grab it and send it to her. So if anyone, wants to quietly film this and give it to me after, it would be awesome. But don't send it to her if we mess it up. There's a river made of gold and silver in the hills. There's a ladder if we find it, but we likely never will. There's water at the bottom, it trickles down the rungs, dripping to the tune of just enough to pay the bills. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for a working man. It would surely be a wonder for a man to build alone all the rails and steel and dig the oil that he owns. But the riches of the world are carried all along on the backs of every man who works to the bone. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for a working man. As we try to make the mortgage, the bank gets the word that a check from the Capitol is all there's to use. Yes, it's always you and me and Uncle Sam pitching in. They just don't call them handouts when they're all wearing suits. Money fills canyons in the pockets of a few. That's the way it flows in the red, white, and blue. While every mile of railroad all across the land is a long life of labor for a working man. That's Will Cedars on a banjo he built himself. Not everyone is playing an instrument they built with their own hands. It's very rare, in fact. Both banjos, Yeah, keep it going while I tune. I wanted to play this song, though. It's my sister song to that one of Maya's we just sang. And we both put it out in that time around, I think, 2020, maybe it was 21. But they felt like they were, talking to each other. It's raining in Los Angeles, hallelujah, hallelujah. Moonflowers open to breathe the night's perfume. The city climbs a hillside just to see the color bloom. Petals turn a sidewalk stream, jacaranda. Flying over Oklahoma fields and broken ground. Every mile cut up into squares of green and brown. French like a fiddle, singing a low and lonesome sound. See the land before black gold and heavy cloud. Where is the heart of my country now? Where is the heart of my country now? Golden skyway, westbound highway, birds in a church choir. The sun set down in the grass like wildfire. A young horse runs at the fence line just to test his own desire. Plastic bags are prayer flags, the wind caught on the wire. Where is the heart of my country? Where is the heart of my country now? Radio towers, red light warning, carried on the wind. In the shadow of the mountain, church bells ringing. From California's burning forest to the New York Island, can you hear the chorus of voices asking, where is the heart of my country? Where is the heart of my country? Where is the heart of my country? Where is the heart of my country now? When I made this record in Nashville, where I was living at the time, I had a band of some of my favorite roots music neighbors. Sarah Giroux sang that one with me, and I kind of hear her every time I'm singing that song to sing along. Crushed it. On this next song, though, she also co-sang with me. That means like we sang the melody together, and I've got to set the record straight. I keep getting mentions that I sang it myself. I'm like, no, she was that spooky. She could sing exactly like me on this recording. So she's incredible. But making that, we had planned on making it in March 2020. And things were delayed. Surprise, surprise. And by the time I got to get in the studio, the only thing I wanted to do was make music with friends and no electric instruments in the way, just close and in a circle. And so we did a wholly acoustic album. But it's so much fun to play with Will and his pedal steel. I get to hear like a new version of some of the songs. It's pretty awesome. Best of both worlds. It was a strange land. We were wolves in the night, howling at the moonlight. We finally seen the light. It was a damp heat. There was sweat on the air. We were pointing our noses to the wind when it was there. Ooh, wild heart, wild heart. Ooh, wild heart. Deeper into the dark we ran. Moon so low you could hold it in your hand. Call of our kin, a forgotten prayer. Pointing our noses to the wind when it was there. Ooh, wild heart, wild heart. Ooh, wild heart. All the while hunger keeps us running. Never stop moving till the morning. Dawn will cut brighter than a new knife, sharper than first light. Ooh. Come the morning, cold sun breaks, the monochrome stars and shadow made. Bird song takes up our cry. The world we knew slinks back into the night. We have one more song for you before we all take a break. Get some cookies, sign up for raffles. I'm not going to be over at Merchland until after the show, but if you do feel the urge to test out one of those t-shirts or see how heavy those vinyl are, please take one home with you. My God. We had a tire pressure low indicator. Anyway, it changed on this trip, and I think it has to do with the vinyl coming and going. So that shit's so heavy. But it's beautiful. It sounds good. Anyway, there was another thing to say, but at least I have more time after the break. It's been such a pleasure playing for you tonight. In a motel with a bouquet in the ice pail, you can tell them I'm doing okay, doing real well. I got 6 strings in the yellow sunbeat on the window. The light cut straight through the blinds. It was love that broke my sorrow, like day breaks a long night. In a motel with a bouquet in the ice pack, you can tell them I'm doing okay, doing real well. Thank you so much. Phil Cedars, Big and Canty, and we'll be back in a moment. I hope Beth doesn't jump out at me this time when I run out.
Going to take a short 15-minute break or so. We do have goodies downstairs, coffee, tea, and if you want to throw something in the basket, you can. We'll see you back here shortly. So without further ado, please welcome back Caitlin Canty to the stage.
Thank you, Brett, for not taking your moms away. I've been enjoying them. I don't know whose zinnias these are, but pretty. I didn't grow any this year. This goes out to all the new moms and dads out there. Doesn't go out yet. There we go. Do you feel dog tired? Has your mind a cloudy sky? Do you comfort yourself with? It's okay, you gave it a try. Up ahead, that kid's running like a dog let off his leash. Do you catch yourself wondering how it feels to be that free? Did you put down that electric guitar you bought but never played, standing up in the middle of the night like you're the one breaking day? Has it been some time now since you heard that cocksure voice telling you how it goes now? And all about the taste of joy. Can't you feel the sound tugging like a child at your sleeve? Does your heart start thumping, but it cannot find the beat? Did you put down that electric guitar you bought but never played, standing up in the middle of the night like you're the one breaking day? Did you learn every word to a song that you swore you would never play? Did you cast all your seeds just before that big storm blew them all away? Can't that wild wind carry you back to the day you found that electric guitar you bought but never played, standing up in the middle of the night like you're the one breaking day? that song when I think he was probably 1.5, was playing my electric guitar and drooling all over it. But I got a little voice memo, and I took it to this island where I do a songwriting retreat, Lake Winnipesaukee, just about every year. And I got that song, and the next one I'll play you the same day in this little cabin as the rain came across the lake, and I had this moment where I could either go get food or like hunker down and finish a song, and I stayed put, which was worth it. Very hungry though. I mentioned that this record release feels like so profoundly good because of how long I waited to share these songs. That song's not on it. This next one is not. They happened after. March 2020 for all of us was a life-changing time, no matter who you are. My story was I was all geared up for this new record. I was touring into it. I just opened for Josh Ritter and played some shows of my own. I was hot and ready to go. And the night I drove 15 hours back from Saratoga Springs back down to Nashville with my mom. We got in and took care of the dogs, and a tornado came through East Nashville that night and grazed my front yard. Basically, it was a few yards in front of my house. Turned its back on us. We were unharmed. All our neighbors were unharmed. The houses were not. And the park in front of us just went away. And then a few days later, we all had the pandemic land in our homes, and then a few months later, I became a mom for the first time. And there's all these major life events. Thank you very much. That was a good one to clap for. The other one's not so much. But it was just so many huge things happened at once. It was hard to unpack that all. It takes a bit of time. And like I said to that man who said he was going to hug me, I got some songs out of whatever craziness happened, so it's all worth it. But I wouldn't have written this song without magnetiles, those little colored blocks. Yeah. And, well, I wasn't playing with them, but anyway. But I realized this song is written from my mom's voice. After I wrote it, I realized that. You built a colorful castle just to see it get knocked down by some mean kid who likes to hear the sound of breaking, feel the power in making nothing where something once stood strong. Don't worry about nothing, a new day keeps coming, even the morning learned how to break. Now you got a blank page, you're holding a clean slate, just like the pavement after a hard rain. Don't worry about nothing, a new day keeps coming round the bend. Those old trees got knocked down by that big storm. Now every time the wind blows, it takes one more. Now every time the wind blows, you run and shut the windows and lock every door. Don't worry about nothing, a new day keeps coming, even the morning learned how to break. Now you got a clear view, a forest you can see through, clear to the dawning of a new day. Don't worry about nothing, a new day keeps coming round the bend. Friends are speeding by so fast, and that ain't cheap gas, driving their dreams past get well seated back out here. I'll send this one out to, I always send this out to somebody. I wrote it for my friend Billy Conway, the world's greatest drummer and human. But tonight I'm singing it for Aoife. Sitting here with a quiet flame dancing on the window pane, dancing on the window, quiet beckoning. Can you see the moon tonight shining through the parted clouds, bright enough to make a sound, quiet, deafening? Nothing's gone, it's only changed, and all I gave to you, all I made with you, all the love we gave away is sitting here in a quiet flame, dancing on the window pane, dancing on the window. Moonlight is nothing but the memory of a sunny day, memory of a sunny day that keeps on shining. I had a pretty sweet Nashville moment. One of my songs in a band I'm in called Downlink Silver was on a Spanish TV show, which I haven't yet to see. But yeah, I did cash the check, so it happened. I know it exists. But I also know it exists because a country singer and songwriter in Nashville was watching that show and stopped it when he heard that song, stopped the show, and tracked me down and realized we're neighbors and invited me to sing, write a song together. And was planning on opening some shows for him, but those were in May 2020. Anyway, I wrote this next one with Jamie Johnson, who's a wonderful songwriter. Are we doing that one next? Silver Sunset? Yeah, Baseline. His set list is upside down. He's got a count of 2, 3, 4 to get up and get over to his bass. How quick you go. 2, 3. Waiting on the winter at the edge of the fall, watching the summer leaves wither, frozen memories have What kind of man runs from the cold? Are you a fair weather lover who takes his direction from wherever the wind blows? All you ever had to do was love her. Think it might be best to head your pony west and fade into that silver sunset like an old movie star cutting a dark silhouette, holding on the embers of his last cigarette. Like an old movie star cutting a dark silhouette, pulling on the embers of his last cigarette. That one's on the new record, and if you like fiddle, you gotta hear Brittany Haas wail on that one. She's otherworldly, I think. That one, she's unhinged in a good way. It's sexy. And so without this next song, we wouldn't have the song I just played. Because I wouldn't have met Jamie and... Ooh. Well, especially when we're both tuning like that. Yikes. Time to talk. Now we tune. Where's the heckling now? What good is a guitar you cannot tune? Guess this could be actually a baseball bat. It's very old. 1939, I believe. Right, I know, older than all you.
Maybe.
Any protests?
Are you gonna stay in Vermont?
I'm living in Danby right now. Kind of hard to imagine ever leaving. I was born in Proctor, though. Yeah, Proctor. It's pretty beautiful. My goodness. Weird. Should have worked. Thank you for your patience and interview questions. I've been driving a broken coastline, holding on to everything I want. I've been trying to make this all mine, pushing faster before the light is gone. For a while now, days been breaking colder. There's a wild wind driving me on. All this time has only made me older, pushing faster before the fire's gone. Would you know me if I walked through your doorway? Would you hold me like you've done before? Will there be a place for me if I can't drive anymore? I've been driving alone so long, and time holding on with everything I've got. I keep passing the same old road signs, pushing faster, never knowing when to stop. Would you know me if I walked through your doorway? Would you hold me like you've done before? Will there be a place for me if I can't drive anymore? If I can't drive anymore? I would have to be polite. I would have to dress up nice. Sure, I'd burn a lot of toast. I'd miss my dog the most. No one would ask me where I'm going. No one would ask me where I've been. We'd have to be strangers to be lovers again. I can see us at the start, right in time to beating hearts, and to catch your sparkling eye. I didn't even have to try. Now if I set this room on fire, it wouldn't spark your attention. We'd have to be strangers to be lovers again. heard what I was thinking, knew how every line would end. Do we have to be strangers to be lovers again? Do we have to be strangers to be lovers again? This next song I wrote when I did not live in Vermont, but I was daydreaming about Vermont. I think so many images of home. This is home, you know. So I wrote this song also with Robert Frost. His poem, Reluctance, was a favorite of mine, and I'd written down in my journal, come by the highway home. It's a line in the poem. I always thought it had a nice, it felt like it should be in a song. I just loved it. But I wouldn't put it in my song, you know, he wrote that. And I sat down with my friend Sean Staples, and he pointed at that in my journal. He's like, "What's that? Let's write that." And I was like, "Oh, we can't. It's Bobby Frost's." And he's like, "Who says we can't?" And I'm like, "All right." And his idea was to make it sing it once or twice. You'll hear. But anyway, so I wrote this with Sean Staples and Robert Frost. And oh my gosh, is it fun to sing? Oh, I imagine it's fun to sing. I haven't done it yet in Vermont tonight. Not just thinking about it. Yeah? All right, cool. The line of the horizon stretches as far as I can see. I have come by the highway home. This dry and dusty road turns to clouds beneath my feet. I have come by the highway home. Past the stubble of the cornfield and the lonely blackbird song. I have come by the highway home. In the broken light of oak trees that have stood here all along, I have come by the highway home. Can you see the first star of the blue night? Can you hear the soft cicada drone? Can you feel the warmth of the moonlight? I have come by the highway home. I have come by the highway home. Thanks for singing along. Well, we have one more song for you tonight. And before we clear off this stage, thank you so much to Beth Duquette and Mark for putting this together. We've been so well fed and taken care of. And this is such a cool room. I love it. We'll come back anytime you have us. And thank you all for sitting through so many songs you've definitely never heard in some cases. Likely haven't heard that on the new record. I haven't played much from the archives. If you've ever heard one of my songs before, it's a bold statement. You might be brand new, just wandered in here. Thank you. I'm Caitlin. Nice to meet you. But I wanted to play one from at least a favorite from Reckless Skyline. So here we go. Get up, get up, get up. No time to rest or run for cover. Get up, get up, get up. Before the road pulls you under. Sleeping on embers, breathing in rivers. Waking up, shivering on summer's hottest night. Salt crusted sweat dries, dust deep in white lines. Dreaming that you find it in the nick of time. Get up, get up, get up. No time to rest or run for cover. Get up, get up, get up. Before the road pulls you under. Knock the breath out of your madness. Burn your photographs at the edges. Send your heart back from where you left it. Took a long way to come here. Got a long way to go. Climbing up switchbacks, walking through tall grass, color of matches on summer's hottest night. Charred bark and dusty ash burned out 2 years back. Dreaming that you find it in the nick of time. Knock the breath out of your madness. Burn your photographs at the edges. Send your heart back from where you left it. Took a long way to come here. Got a long way. Get up, get up, get up. No time to rest or run for cover. Get up, get up, get up. Before the road pulls you under. Get up, get up, get up. No time to rest or run for cover. Get up, get up, get up. Cedars. Thank you, Canty. Thank you. Absolutely play for you one more. You've blocked the doors. We actually can't get out. It's just a little closet back there. This is not my original thought, but somebody said encores are like peekaboo for adults. Which, having a 3-year-old, it really makes me laugh. Every time I go in there, I'm like, oh, I'm going to play peekaboo with these people now. I'm good at it. I'm really good at it. Oh, I've got a clipboard too to rival Beth's. It's got a pen dangling from it. And if you'd like to sign up to my mailing list, you'll know when I'm playing any time around here. So thought I'd say that while I still have the microphone. I don't have to harass you at the on your way out the door. All right, let's do this.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Lost in the valley, I was lost in the valley. Lost in the valley, so I climbed up a mountain. Climbed up a mountain, oh, I climbed up a mountain. Climbed up a mountain to get lost in the sky. Tell me when I can start again. I'll get it right this time. Send me where the sunlight bends. Gonna find it by and by. Lost on the mountain, I was lost on the mountain. Lost on the mountain till I saw how the crow flies. Saw how the crow flies, oh, I saw how that crow flies. Saw how the crow flies, and I took it to the sky. Tell me when I can start again. I'll get it right this time. Send me where the sunlight bends. Gonna find it by and by. Free when I'm flying, free when I'm flying, free when I'm flying till I saw that horizon. Saw that horizon, how I wanted that horizon. Saw that horizon, so I made for that line. Tell me when I can start again. I'll get it right this time. Send me where the sunlight bends. Gonna find it by and by. Lost in the valley, I was lost in the valley. Climbed up a mountain, oh, I climbed up a mountain. Free when I'm flying, free when I'm flying. Saw that horizon, how I wanted that horizon.
Check, check. Thank you, Caitlin and Will. What a lovely evening.